sometimes you might have batting pieces that are too large to throw away but too small to fit on your quilt. So I'm going to show you how to put the two pieces together. In order for the batting to lay flat and not pull one way or the other from the seam you're about to make, I like to cut the edges at the same time. To do this, I lay the two edges I want to piece next to each other, then I overlap them as much as you need to so that both pieces are flat and every part of both edges overlap. Then I take the rotary cutting ruler and lay it so that the edge of the ruler is midway between the two edges, one on top, one underneath, and then with a rotary cutter cut along that edge. And you then remove the extra little edge pieces, and that leaves you with two edges that fit perfectly together and lay flat, butted up next to one another. Next, we're going to go to the sewing machine and sew them together in this butted up fashion. If all you have is a regular zigzag stitch on your machine, that's fine, you can use it. However, most of the machines these days have a variety of stitches, and I like to use the one that I call the running zigzag stitch. And on my machine it's stitch number 4, and what that does is it makes a series of small stitches that runs back and forth across the seam, and I find that it leaves the batting very flat and there's no puckers whatsoever. So we take it to the machine, and what you want to do is let the feed dogs feed the two pieces of batting and have the seam that's the two pieces butted up against each other with that right in the middle of the foot. And if you have an open-toed foot like I have here, it's much easier to see. But if you don't, that's okay too. You just want to keep that seam running right down the middle of the foot so that you've got the needle going across equal distance across the seam. So here's your finished product. You can see that the seam lays very flat, and you can hardly tell where the two seams are butted up next to each other, and it makes for very easy quilting.